Friends, I know last time I'd said I'll cook some vegan black chickpeas or Kala Chana with curly kale, and I ended up buying green fresh mustard instead. Went to the local fruit and veg shop, couldn't resist this fresh mustard, so I've got mustard greens instead of curly kale. So today we're going to cook mustard greens with Kala Chana or black chickpeas. And of course it's a vegan recipe, and I think for people who follow a vegan diet, black chickpeas are a fantastic source of protein. So do follow this recipe and let's start cooking. So we use a nice non-stick pan. I've started heating it up. We use minimum of oil. This is just to coat the surface of the pan. And that's all the oil we'll use in cooking today. The pan is already hot, so I'm going to put the onions in. So again, a mixture of white and red. Get the closest we can to the Indian onion. In goes a bit of salt to help the cooking process cook quicker. We let the onion cook for about 5 minutes. This has been now cooking actually for more than 5 minutes, but it's amazing how with very little oil we've managed to brown the onions. At this stage, I'm going to add ginger and garlic paste. Continue cooking. You may need to add a bit of moisture, but not too much. So the only spice mix I'm going to use is the roasted Sri Lankan curry powder. Now this has all the spices we would normally use, plus a bit more, and fantastic color. These are actually quite hot, and you do get the milder version as well. But this one, what I have, is quite spicy. And that's it. So no more any other spice, just this roasted curry powder. Now we cook the spices for a couple of minutes. This is about 2 tomatoes. Go with the tomatoes. We continue cooking. I mean, obviously you can use the dry black chickpeas, but you probably need to soak these overnight and then cook separately in a pressure cooker. But if you're lazy like me, I'm just going to use today these cooked and ready Kala Chana in a tin. Make it nice and simple. But don't forget that we need to wash this quite well in running water before we put in. But that's later. We let the tomatoes cook for a while. So as you see, the tomatoes are almost disappeared and become part of the masala. At this stage we add I've thinly sliced the mustard greens, including the stalks, everything, but nicely sliced or julienne, and then washed very well. A bit more salt so that the greens also cook quickly. But these greens you can replace with anything really. It could be curly kale I was initially planning, or spinach, or any other greens which you prefer. And then just keep cooking. So if you put in a hardy green like mustard greens or curly kale, you have to cook it a bit longer. But if you put in spinach, for example, which is a very delicate plant, so spinach you don't cook for more than 5 minutes. At this stage, I'm going to add a tin of coconut milk. Now this is entirely optional. If you want to keep your curry really healthy, then you can get it, but I want to make it nice and creamy, but with coconut milk. So in goes the coconut milk. And followed by the tinned black chickpeas. And we'll now cover it and let it cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. And then our black chickpeas with mustard greens would be just perfect and ready. Friends, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe with Kala Chana. Next time I want to rip apart the famous dal makhani or black lentils with lots and lots of butter and cream. I'm going to try out with you vegan recipe. So there's no question of butter or ghee or cream, which I'm sure will make it much more healthier. And I will make utmost efforts to taste as good, if not better. So let's make dal makhani next time without any makhan.